Hey gang, it's Eddie Buchanan. We're back here at the BCOS Symposium in the sun in Clearwater Beach, Florida. I am honored to be joined by Chief John Butler, the president of the International Association of Fire Chiefs, and Chief of Fairfax.
Yes,
Yeah?
I am. Yes.
So he just came off the stage a little bit ago, gave us some welcome comments, and you really covered some interesting stuff talking about your story and the whole, I learned a lot being able to listen to that. So give us, the folks at home, a little bit of a clip notes of what you talked about up there this morning.
Oh boy, yeah. Well, gosh, I talked about a number of things that come to mind. Started with recognizing our veterans,
Right.
and those who've served our great nation, and in particular today, November 10th,
Yep.
is also the 248th birthday of the Marine Corps. So while November 11th is Veterans Day, November 10th is the Marine Corps' birthday, so we spent a little time talking about what that means. And I mentioned some of those who I personally knew, who had made the ultimate sacrifice, and just serving around this world to keep our country safe and our allies safe as well. So that was good. That was a few minutes when we opened up, followed by how this journey has been for me as the International Association of Fire Chiefs president. I'm having a blast. I'm having a lot of energy. I'm enjoying the work and the gravity of the position. This is our 150th anniversary. Speaking of anniversaries, so there you go. We are celebrating the 150th anniversary, and it's a monumental moment. And being the 147th president of the International Association, I'm taking this really seriously. I want to listen to what's going on in the field, on the ground floor, and that's why everywhere I go, I try to find some firefighters in fire stations and jurisdictions to hear what they're going through, and see how we can leverage this position to help those that are on the fire trucks and medic units. So we talked a little bit about that. We also talked about our strategic plan. We're going to work the plan. We put a bunch of people together from our association to come up with a very structured plan. It's a multi-year plan. So I picked up where Chief Donna Black left off when she was the president last year and last term, and now we're moving the plan and working the plan. So after me will be Chief Josh Waldo and Chief Tricia Wolford. So there's a continuum to make sure we get things done. Usually, there are breaks in the momentum, and we want to make sure that doesn't happen and keep doing the work that we need to. We also talked about fire service, one voice. There is strength in numbers and strength in unity. So Dr. Lori Moore Merrill and the U.S. Fire Administration, working alongside other allies and organizations such as the IFC, to move what we came out of the summit and committed to doing with fire service, one voice. So we're all working together. It's a team sport. It always is, just like it is in the firehouse on a rig. So is moving our momentum through the fire service.
It's such a pivotal time in the fire service too, because it seems like you're starting to have technology, data, an awareness of some of these issues that we may not have had in the past.
Right.
And then the initiatives like NERIS moving forward and a new data standard and things. I feel like we're more aware. It's a pivotal time. So, if you were looking ahead like 5 years from now, what do you think is our biggest challenge that we're going to be dealing with as a fire service? Like, what's on your radar?
So that's a good question. Some of our challenges 5 years from now are starting to manifest themselves now, and we need to work on getting in front of it. From carcinogen exposure reduction, early detection, early awareness, data analytics like we've talked about, the supply chain, getting apparatus bought, built, and delivered in shorter periods of time. Right now it's going to take a number of years to get a new piece of equipment, and the prices are, with everything, is going up. Recruiting and retaining our valued workforce, both career firefighters and volunteers. These are starting to show themselves now, not starting, they are today's wicked issues, and they will continue to be until and unless we find creative and innovative ways to re-engineer, reimagine solutions. While we celebrate our 150th year, we should also be looking forward to the other 150 in front of us and working on how to, this is not our grandparents' fire service any longer, and thinking outside the lines and finding new creative ways to solve problems is going to be important.
The one voice, we had Miss Vicky on yesterday. If you didn't get to catch that, you can go back and watch it. Miss Vicky and Chief Black came on and talked about the one voice, you know, the hashtag and what we can actually do. Even if you're not at the show, if you're watching this from home, there's still things you can do, still things you
Sure.
can take away, and that's why we're trying to bring this information to you through the social media platforms. It's very important that everybody participate in that. And things at Fairfax are good?
Things are good. Things
Yeah.
are good. I'm fortunate to lead a great, talented, progressive group of fire and EMS responders who are doing strong work. You know, we had an incident recently with a explosion in a utility closet, which kind of reminded us of the risks and hazards that are out there to our firefighters and EMS responders. And we value them in Fairfax County like we do across the country. But I'm probably the most fortunate fire chief in the world. I'm biased, but I'm unapologetically biased.
Yeah.
I love those.
It's a great
that
system.
Department.
I'm just down the road in Richmond. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so
Good.
we're,
Yes.
we're fairly kind of neighbors.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you taking a minute
No
to stop by,
problem.
sir,
Of
and it's an honor
course.
to have a few minutes to chat with you.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a little bit. We'll be talking with the NBFC chair. We'll be here in just a few minutes, so we'll be right back out here in just a few, and we'll keep watching, keep checking the channel for more information from the VCOS Symposium in the Sun for 2023. We'll see you very shortly. There we go. Clear.